Contribute? Say something!
You want me to say something? Fine. I'll say something. You people. You're not a race. You are a virus. You destroy the world. Everything beautiful you poison. You drag us from our homes. You rape our daughters, murder our sons. You crack our spines and do all you can to break our will. You stab us. Then you put the knife in our hand and tell us it's our fault. And if you don't do it yourself, you stand by, close your eyes, and pretend there's nothing wrong. And then you pray to your God to silence our screams so that you can enjoy the happiness that we built for you with our blood. But it's not your fault. It's the only way you know how to be. And the only thing that will change anything is if another virus comes along and does to you what you do to us. And I hope that happens very soon. Well, this evening obviously hasn't gone as I'd hoped. And I think I'm having a full-on panic attack right now, so I'm going to go to the bathroom and get myself together, and when I come back, I hope you don't see me as the devil.
All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and blessings to the elect. It's the brother Yatazak from the Great Millstone Dallas camp, and I just wanted to get into a couple chapters, Ezekiel 35 and Obadiah. You know, to go into the so-called white man and his time being up, man. You know, when you watch this clip, you know, Joe Morton Dinner in America. When you watch this clip, he told the so-called white man the truth. After the white man asked him, he said, say something, you know? And that's what he chose to say. And he told him the truth. And that was probably the first time that so-called white man had ever heard the truth in his life, you know, and you see how he responded to it. But don't get it twisted, though, man. The Lord got a whole lot more than just telling you about your transgressions. So let's get a couple. Let's get Ezekiel. We'll start out in Ezekiel, you know. This is Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 1. It says, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. And on a small scale, that's what you just saw in that video. You know, he didn't have the scriptures to bring it out. But hey, that's our job. Verse 3, it says, and say unto it, thus saith the Lord God, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. You know, and Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai has made a promise to the so-called white man. He's made a promise to the Israelites that these things must take place for the kingdom of heaven to be established. You know, you got these pedophile rings and Pizzagate and the rape, robbery, and murder of the whole planet. And you have all these atrocities and all these charges that this man has racked up, you know. But they want to, you see how he walked off? I just want to go to the bathroom and get myself together, and I hope when I come back you don't think I'm the devil. Nah, you're going to be the devil until your ass get burnt the hell up, man. Period, point blank, man. The brother Yashawamba did a video earlier, you know what I'm saying, going into the so-called white man and how they being exposed and all that, man. And this is biblical, man. This is biblical how this is going down. It says, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. You know, you got the so-called white man talking about it ain't no God and they don't believe in the Most High, and Bill Nye getting his ass handed to him by some other red-ass Christian, you know. And I'm going to say this too, man, about you color-coordinated ass Christians, man. Y'all ain't shit either, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the worst thing smoking. I ain't lying, boy. It ain't, man, look. You hoes ain't got it, man. Y'all ain't got it. Y'all don't understand the scriptures. You know? You only use the scriptures when it benefits you. You know? It's all love. It's all love when the scriptures come out about your wickedness. But other than that, your boot is on everybody's neck. You know? Verse 5, it says, because thou hast had perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. You know? When y'all wouldn't let us pass through the land. You know? When y'all wouldn't let us pass through the land. You know? When y'all rejoiced when our land was burnt up. When we went into captivity, y'all partied, man. You know? And that's how it's going to be when y'all go down. Period, point blank. All right? It says, thus will I make Mount Seir. Thus will I make Mount Seir. Oh, no, I skipped the verse. I like it. Verse 6, it says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, I will prepare thee unto blood. And Esau is getting prepared unto blood now, man. His skirt is being lifted. You know, people understand who he is. They know what the deal is now. And people are starting to react to it, man. You know, you got Robert Downey Jr. talking about the pedophile rings. You got all these people that want to come out, Terry Crews, you know. All these different people is coming out and they going hard on y'all wickedness, man. Nas, I just watched a video earlier where Nas was actually put it in a verse. He took it out, of course, when the album came, but they had him drinking piss and drinking his own piss and drinking his own cum and all kind of madness, man. You know, and he said that out of his own mouth, man. He put the spirit was on him to say that. And that video is out there, man. It says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou had not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So all the blood that you shed, even according to, what's that, Numbers 33? Numbers 35 or 33, where it talks about the only way this land can be cleansed is by the blood of the person who shed our people's blood. So it's going to come back, man. It's got to come back. It's prophesied. It says, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with slain men, in the hills, and in the valleys, and in the rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. You know, that sounds like an all-out massacre on Esau, man. Just being straight up, and they got it coming. They got it coming, man. And the thing is, they know they got it coming, so that's why they want to play semantics. That's why they trying to step up their game when it come to lying. But the spirit is already too strong. You know, you've done too much. I will say you were set to do a certain amount of wickedness, and you've done it. You know, only thing left is martial law, concentration camps, and that chip, and all that shit is here already. It says, I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. You know, the scripture talk about how Esau is still gonna be talking shit in the middle of getting his ass whooped, but at the end of the day, he gonna recognize that power. He gonna recognize that power before he's wiped out completely. You know, it says, because thou hast said, these two nations, these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it. Wherefore the Lord was there. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, I will even do according to thine anger and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of the hatred against them. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. You know, and the Lord is showing us your wickedness. And he's also showing us what to do to combat your wickedness. You know? All right, verse 12, it says, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, they are given us to consume. So they actually think that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai gave us to them to have their way with and go overboard and rape, rob, and murder and transgenderism for kindergartners and GMOs and all these things. Nah, y'all with a whooping stick because we were supposed to get our ass whooped for a certain amount of time, but you've done way too much, man. You've done way too much. All right, verse 13, it says, thus with your mouth have ye boasted against me and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. So all these different doctrines and all this madness, telling the men of the Lord they ain't the men of the Lord, telling the Israelites they're not the Israelites, saying you the Israelites, all these different blasphemies. I am the Most High. Who is going to bring me down? All these things that you feel in your heart, all these things that you have in your mind, the Lord understands that. He's heard all your blasphemies. He's heard all your madness, all your wickedness, and he's going to do something about it. It says, thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate. So you're not going to get to see shit. You're not going to get to have, I would say, you done had your fun, man. You done had your fun. You know? It ain't nowhere in hell. It ain't nowhere in hell you're going to enjoy a second of that 1,000-year ass whooping in the kingdom, man. Period, point blank. Verse 15, it says, and thou didst rejoice at their inheritance of the house of Israel because it was desolate. You know, Psalms 137, race it, burn it down to the ground. Yeah. Oh, daughter of Edom, who ought to be destroyed. Yeah. It's time, baby. It's time. It says, and thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. So we're going to rejoice when you get yours, man. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Ain't gonna be no way you can get that twisted up, man. Ain't gonna be no way you can get that twisted up. You know what I'm saying? Now let's go get Obadiah. Yeah, let's go get Obadiah. And I'm just gonna start at the top. It says Obadiah chapter 1. It says the vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom, the so-called white man, the biblical Hebrew Edomites. It says, we have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Okay, that dog ain't coming to get me, is it? Okay, good. Yeah. It says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Being Esau's been made small among the heathen, he's being made bare, man. People seeing what his ass is about. People understanding that he brings death. You know, their lives are over when a so-called white man comes into their territory. Them, they women, they children, they get it now. It says, the pride of thine heart has deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. You know, the Caucasians, you know, in the Caucasus Mountains. Yeah, that's their ass, man. That's them. It says, the pride of thine heart has deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high. That's why you see all these tall ass buildings. That's what I'm saying. Look where I work at. You know, you can't see the building from here. But yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. My building, the building I work in is 22 stories high, man. You know? It says, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? You know, that's that pride. You know? Your pride has deceived you. Just like we read in Ezekiel, man. You thinking that the Lord put us in your hands for your benefit? Nah, man. It was more for our destruction than your benefit. And we was only supposed to be destroyed for a certain amount of time. And that time is we waking up out of that, man. These dry bones is on your ass through the spirit. Esau, you know. It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. You know, with a space program and we lying about going to the moon and all that old type of stuff, man. Yeah, man, that's what the Lord gave them enough technology to be proud enough to destroy themselves. You know, it says, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would thou not leave some grapes? You know what I'm saying? They take everything, man. They take everything. Going to Hebrew Israelite customs. You know, you pick what you need and you leave whatever else for those of our people who might come by that's hungry, man. You know? And Esau ain't gonna leave you nothing, man. He ain't gonna leave you nothing. Even after you die, this motherfucker gonna go get your organs. You know what I'm saying? They want to take your eyes. They injecting collagen and all this type of stuff in their lips. It's crazy, man. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? You know, and it's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that Esau's things are searched out. You know, putting the spirit on the apostles and elders and they elders, you know, to go into the scriptures and to study and toil, you know. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. And that's what you're seeing, man. All these people, all these other countries who got pacts with America and all these different things, they got pacts and deals with the beast. You got to keep in mind that the beast done treated everybody like trash. So it's only a matter of time before everybody get together and jump the bully, you know? Salaki, excuse me. It says, and prevailed against thee, that they eat thy bread and have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. It says, shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and the understanding out of the mount of Esau? You know, because that understanding that they had has been taken away, because all their lives was working at first, you know, and it was through their craftiness that they was able to deceive the whole world. But now the understanding has risen up amongst the Israelites, the true men of the Lord, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, since the understanding has been instilled back into us and our pure minds have been stirred up. Now the understanding is going out of Esau. They can't lie to us no more. Verse 9, it says, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of them of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. You know, you go into Isaiah 14, it talks about cutting off the nephews and the sons and pretty much all the men. Verse 10, it says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. And that violence, that perpetual hatred that we read about in Ezekiel 35 goes all the way back to Jacob and Esau. Well, actually, it goes back to Cain and Abel, if you can receive it, you know. But that's another topic for another day. And verse 11, it says, in that day, in the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captives, his forces and foreigners entered in his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was one of them. You know, we was getting, I think we were going into the Babylonian captivity, you know what I'm saying, if I'm not mistaken. And Esau was actually helping the Babylonians round us up, you know, pointing us out, wouldn't let us pass through their land, and we supposed to be brothers, you know. But that brotherly covenant, that brotherly bond was broken during that time, you know. It said, but thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. And that's just like the brother Ricard Yaquam out there in London, man. He got that series, man, and thou shouldest not. You know what I'm saying? And that accent, man, I love that brother's accent, man, when he say thou shouldest not have looked, man, because he said it with so much passion because he was in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? He was in the spirit when he was bringing out that series, man. Y'all shouldn't have done that shit, man. Y'all already had y'all way, you know, but that thing was going to be to come back and bite you. It says, but thou shouldest not have looked on the day that thy brother in the, thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that they became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in their day of destruction, neither should thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. And that's the 130 Psalms 137. Race it, you know. It says, neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape, neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of this that did remain in the day of distress. You know what I'm saying? Going into that Babylonian captivity, man. We was being chased, man, and they helped them bitches, man. Esau helped them hoes, man. Verse 15, it says, for the day of the Lord is upon all the heathen, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. So the gator bait is gonna happen to your ass, you know, and we gonna be righteous, man. We a righteous kingdom, so we not gonna be raping your men and all that old nasty shit y'all would do. Ain't gonna be no buck breaking. You know what I'm saying? We gonna beat your ass. That's what's gonna happen. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, y'all gonna have 1,000-year ass whooping, man. And the reason why it's gonna be 1,000 years is because it said you was gonna get paid back double. You know what I'm saying? Double 500 is a stack, homie. Get ready. You know? It says, thy reward shall return upon thine own head. For as ye drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as they had not been. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. You know, all these other nations finna get their issue. But upon Mount Zion, which is Israel, you know, the Lord's monument, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. You know, the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau a stubble, and they shall kindle in them, and devour them, And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. You know, it says, and they shall possess the mount of Esau. The mount of Esau, you don't say possess it, they possessions is their land. You know, after they get wiped out, we gonna possess that land, man. It ain't gonna be no more Edomites. You know, it says in the house of and they shall, and the house of Jacob a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall be none remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai has spoken it. It says, and they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau. You know, and Judah is at the south of Israel. You know what I'm saying? It says, and they of the plain of the Philistines, and they shall possess their fields, the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead. And the captivity of this host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even unto Zarephath, and the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Sepharad, shall possess the cities of the south. And saviors shall come up on the Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's, man. You know, so when Esau get that final judgment, man, that's it. Done. Over with. You know? And I want to go back and I want to get this clip, man. I want to play this clip one more time, man. I want to play this clip one more time just so you bitches can get it, man. And then I'll close the video out.
Contribute? Say something!
You want me to say something? Fine. I'll say something. You people. You're not a race. You are a virus. You destroy the world. Everything beautiful you poison. You drag us from our homes. You rape our daughters, murder our sons. You crack our spines and do all you can to break our will. You stab us. Then you put the knife in our hand and tell us it's our fault. And if you don't do it yourself, you stand by, close your eyes, and pretend there's nothing wrong. And then you pray to your God to silence our screams so that you can enjoy the happiness that we built for you with our blood. But it's not your fault. It's the only way you know how to be. And the only thing that will change anything is if another virus comes along and does to you what you do to us. And I hope that happens very soon.
All right, I got one more precept. Yeah, let's get this one last precept, and then I'll let you brothers go. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1. All right. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 6. It says, seeing it is a righteous thing with God, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. And to you who are troubled, rest with us. When the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not Yahweh, and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power, when he shall come to be glorified in his saints, and to be admired in all that all them that believe, because our testimony among you was believed in that day. You know, this is what we hope for, man. This is what we was promised. That's why we hope the way we hope. That's why we feel the way we feel. That's why we talk the way we talk, the way we act the way we act, the way we carry ourselves the way we carry ourselves, man. You know. And with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and blessings to the elect. Shalom.